Hi guys, this is Saint-Eloi Lupopo. I'm with KG Tato. Catch him on the YouTube channel. We are football. Please, we are football channel.
Okay, serious sober football analysis. Orlando Pirates 3, Saint-Eloi Lupopo 0. They win it on penalties 5-4. Now, I'm going to attack the stupid takes that you might have seen on the internet. For example, that Muremi should have kept his emotions in check. No. Muremi was fighting for his teammate, and what he did not warrant a red card at all. I think that was one of the worst refereeing performances that I've seen in my life. It was a string of catastrophic errors for that ref who got absolutely all of it wrong, right? So for example, Namtajela should have gotten a penalty. Orlando Pirates should have gotten a penalty early on because he got tripped. If it's a small trip, does not matter. If it's a mistake, it's unintentional, it does not matter. You cannot touch him. You cannot afford to touch him when he's in the box and he's ahead of you. In that case, the defender was running behind him. Obviously, the legs are going to collide. Unintentional or not, it does not matter. Factually, is he was tripped in the box. It's a foul. It should have been a penalty. The ref didn't give it, but what's worse is he gave Namtajela a yellow card for simulation, which is absolutely horrible. Then for the goal, Saint Lupopo actually should have had a foul. Namtajela scored, but it was a foul. So it shouldn't have been a goal. Orlando Pirates definitely did benefit there. But again, from there, a string of catastrophic errors, like I said, from the referee. Then there's a confrontation between Orlando Pirates players and the Lupopo players. And we know Namtajela gets head-butted by Mukoko. He gets head-butted and he tries to push him away. He doesn't even make contact. Then Muremi comes in and pushes Mukoko, and he dives and basically simulates acting like he's been hit in the face. That works out brilliantly. He actually, from his side, dirty, disgusting tactics, they worked out very well for him. Why? Because he got away with getting a red card. It was a case of mistaken identity. So of course the team can go and appeal it. It will be overturned because the player that got sent off wasn't the one that committed the offense, but it is a correct decision to give a red card to Lupopo. But Muremi should not have had a red card. Like I said, it's a push on the chest. It's a yellow card at best. There's no violent conduct there. There's absolutely nothing, and I don't know why the ref gives a red card to both players and it makes it 10v10. I mean, the game becomes what it is then, but that's another mistake from the referee. Absolutely shocking decision. So like I said, that was atrocious refereeing from the CAF officials, and what's worse is he consulted with his linesman and his fourth official, and they came to those conclusions. Absolutely disgusting. It's like they were not watching the game. Moreover, Mukoko was trying to stir the Orlando Pirates players up, and there's a time where off the ball he goes and he stamps Apollos on the Achilles. Right, that's a red card. It's off the ball. It's violent conduct. There's no need for him to do that. He was just trying to get into the minds of Orlando Pirates with, again, his dirty, disgusting tactics, and that itself, just alone, is a red card. So this guy had two worthy red card offenses, and how he wasn't sent off is beyond me. Moreover, furthermore, let me add, I needed him tested for drugs. Why was he not selected for doping testing? What's going on with CAF? Did you see some of the things that he was doing? He was not in his right mind whatsoever. This guy was on cloud nine. He was high and he was playing absolutely terrible football, and he was doing disgusting things. So why he wasn't tested for drugs is beyond me. But with that being said, Orlando Pirates did what they needed to do. They won the game and they did not lose the tie. They came back. Remontada. 90 minutes is long at the Orlando Stadium. 90 minutes is long at the Santiago Orlando Stadium. And I told you that the roof of the Santiago Orlando Stadium will be closed. It was closed. It was a sold-out affair. 40,000 people making noise. The fans turned up. They supported Orlando Pirates right till the very end, and Orlando Pirates responded, and they came back from 3 down on aggregate to winning 3-0 the game, and basically tying the tie to take it to penalties. So unfortunately, on penalties you lose it. On penalties you can lose it. It's a 50-50. You can't really control penalties. They said Chain was a wiper just doing this. And it's shocking actually, because Chain is usually good. He's so good in penalties, and we know this is because he's come up clutch for Orlando Pirates time and time again in penalty shootout, in finals, in semi-finals. He's come out clutch. He's won us titles because of his penalty heroics. But this time it wasn't meant to be. We can't ask him to be good every single penalty shootout, but this time it was just being a wiper. They literally ate him. And for the misses, Hoto's penalty wasn't too bad, bottom corner. I just don't think it had enough power. It was saved. It's a good save. Let's give credit to the keeper. But Mbatuma's penalty, for me, if you're going to do a run-up like that, you have to score. If you're going to play hop, skip, and a jump, if you're going to play around, try and make it fancy, try and make it cool, you have to score. Because if you miss, then we're going to ask you what you were doing, because we know most players in football, normal penalties are taken by you running, you choose a spot, you run up, you pick a spot, you hit. If the keeper saves it, we say fair play to the keeper. But in this case, he's trying to add some sauce. He's trying to take a penalty in color. And if you're going to do it, you have to score. Look at the Lupopo players. All of them did that. They waited for change to go down and put it the other way, right? It worked out superbly for them. It worked out superbly. They were near flawless besides that one penalty which they blasted over the top, and I think that was a catalyst for them to say, no, go back to the formula that works. Go back to the hop, skip, and a jump, wait for change to go down and put it on the other side. So if Mbatuma's going to do that, then you have to score, because then already you're playing games, you're playing mind games, you're setting up yourself for doing a lot, because if the keeper doesn't move, what are you going to do? You're losing that power in your run-up. You lose that power, right? You don't have a lot of backlift, so there's no power, and it means you must be very accurate. You're already looking at the keeper. You're not even looking at the ball and the goals. So taking that penalty is a risk. It's always been a risk, and it'll always be a risk. So if you're going to do it, better score. But it's a learning curve for him. Pirates have lost out in the group stages a few years ago when the youngster Rile Mufokeng missed his penalty. Again, we could ask the coach, who are your penalty takers? Why are you sending an inexperienced young boy to take a penalty? But of course, it's penalties. He wants to take it, then he'll go up to take it. Same thing that happened with Rile Mufokeng. Maybe he becomes better for it and makes up for it in his career for Orlando Pirates. But it's a learning curve. It's a steep one. At the end, it doesn't work out. Pirates lose it on penalties, but there's nothing more you could have asked. He's inexperienced. He will learn. He's a striker. It takes courage to step up and take a penalty that weighs that much. That was pressure on his shoulders, right? 40,000 people watching, millions more online on TV, plus we know the stakes that were there, so he had to score. It takes a lot of courage. So fair play to him for stepping up, but unfortunately it was not meant to be. And like I said, there's criticisms of Orlando Pirates coach, how he approached the game. Benched Mabasa, he went with no striker. Did it work? Yes, it did. Now, I'm also critical. Obviously, we can be critical, but this is why he's coach, and we are here just rambling on the TL. This is why he's the coach and he's sitting on the dugout, and we just talk nonsense on social media and online, because his false nine narrative was absolutely superb. He said that he was preparing himself for a low block. We saw that was park the bus, peak Jose Mourinho. They were not interested in scoring. They were not interested in anything but not losing the game 3-0. So they defended with their lives. It was a low block of death. And for him, it was important to have a false nine to drag the defenders out, because we know a false nine is not a traditional striker. He will not stay in his position. He'll roam around, go to the left, go to the right, come to collect the ball in the number 10 slot. And that was a polish, and he did that very well. And we saw where he got that last minute equalizer on the tie and the 3-0 winning goal of the match. But Orlando Pirates again won the fight, lost the war on penalties. It's a 50-50. So great tactics by the coach. Really nothing more you could have asked him. I think where the game changed is the red cards situation. So Muremi being sent off is illegal. It is wrong, and it was not supposed to be a red card. So the referees got it wrong. It was supposed to be 10v11. Mukoko was supposed to be off, right? And it was a case of mistaken identity, like I said. But 11v10, if Pirates scored 3 in 90 minutes, Pirates scored 3 in 90 minutes versus 11, I think we could clearly say that Pirates would have been able to score 4 versus 10 men, right? I mean, yes, some people can say the games become tighter when it's 10 men, but I think Orlando Pirates had the momentum then. They got the goal in the first half, which was very key, very important, at least to go into the second half giving yourself a chance. And obviously, he could have made substitutions where he brings on a striker like a Mabasa this time to add a focal point into the attack. But he had to sacrifice a player. He had to sacrifice Namtajela because of the red card, the incorrectly given red card. So unfortunately, I think basically Coach Wadu was handicapped with that red card. It shouldn't have been, but Pirates buy out with a fight, right? They bow out, and you can hold your head high and say we lost, but we are proud of that team's performance. Coming back from 3-0 is no easy feat, and Pirates go into the history books. Pirates go into the history books for completing the remontada. So great performance by London Pirates. Really nothing more that you could ask from Pirates, because what you are asking is for the referee to get his decisions right. Pirates can't control that, and you're asking for perfection. But in terms of the game, now where the game was lost, where the tie was lost in Congo. This is a decent DRC side. We know, if you remember, I said in my previous video that they came second last year in their league to TP Mazembe, which we know very well, and they only lost out on the title on goal difference. And we know that last AFCON, we actually beat them on penalties to win the bronze medal, right? So they're a decent side as a nation, and we know they're in the playoffs now for the World Cup. So they made the last four. So in this case, it was always going to be, a mountain to climb after going down to them 3-0 in the first leg. But now that we're here, so if there's any questions that should be asked of Coach Wadu, is what he did in Congo. But now that that was done and you are here, you have the situation that you have. He did well to bring it back to 3-3 on aggregate. So yeah, for me, fair play to Pirates, respect the fight. Obviously, you have to give credit where credit is due. They did all they could. They couldn't really do more. They gave their best. It wasn't meant to be that they are the lucky side on the penalties. Pirates have won a lot of penalty shootouts, but yeah, it wasn't meant to be in this case. So yeah, you move. Obviously, it's a big loss not having CAF Champions League football, not even making the group stages after finishing in the semi-finals. I did a very in-detail video the last time, and I said it would be regression. The squad was built to compete on all fronts, competing in 5 trophies, if I'm not mistaken, and there should be rotation. So now there's going to be a scramble for game time, but some people can say it's a blessing in disguise because Pirates should focus on the league. I don't know. I think big teams compete for the biggest honors. CAF Champions League is great exposure for players. Like I said, Nkota got his move because of his performances on the African continent. He went to Saudi, so players are missing out on that. Plus it's a World Cup year, so an opportunity for players to be seen given minutes is now reduced in the Orlando Pirates camp. So to me, it is not good. What it looks like now is a little bit bleak, but yeah, Pirates have to invest all their eggs in winning all the domestic cup competitions. Already MTN 8 is secure. We know Pirates finish in the Nedbank Cup final every single year, so they should still target that and try to win back that trophy back from Kaizer Chiefs after winning 2 in a row. And obviously the league has eluded Pirates for over a decade. So for now, the big honor that they should be chasing is the league. Compete with Sundowns. Sundowns have dropped a few points this season. They look like they also have some humps, have some hurdles that they trip over. But yeah, Pirates, can they capitalize? They have some games in hand in the league. If you win that, I think Pirates become top. But as we've learned last season as well, games in hand do not automatically mean points in hand. So for me, I'm still not sure if Pirates win the league. I'm not convinced really, but it is a huge loss in terms of not qualifying for CAF. But I'm going to close with saying congratulations to Pirates. Big fight, big spirit on the day. Fans turned out, everyone was in it. Well played from the coach. Really couldn't have asked for more now that the situation was what it was, and you came into it trailing 3-0. You won the match. You did not lose the tie on aggregate, and that's it. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Hi guys, this is I'm with KG Dato. Catch him on YouTube channel. We are football. Please, we are football channel. Sharp.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's match day.
We'll be there. Do you care though? Who will be there?